All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Jazzy Jeff Inferno. And I'm back with another Throwback Tunes video, and I am reviewing Big Willie Style by Will Smith. Yes. So this is, believe it or not, this is actually his debut solo studio album, because prior to this release, he'd been doing albums with DJ Jazzy Jeff, and you know, both of them was known as DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Here, from this point going forward, he's just known as Will Smith. Anytime he came out with an album, it was Will Smith, outside from that greatest hits, DJ Jazzy Jeff rather, in the Fresh Prince. But outside of that, he was known as Will Smith and his albums from this point going forward. So this album dropped November 25th, 1997, and I was let's see, 8th grade in high school. I mean, not high school, middle school rather. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, okay. But anywho, this album was recorded from 96 up to 97. And let's look at the producers involved here. So we have Poke and Tone, who was also executive producers. LES, Will Smith, obviously, Jeff Towns, Keith Pedzer, Ryan Toby, and how you pronounce this? Andreo Hurd, Valvin Ronane, how you pronounce that? And Salt. That's it. So let's get on with this album. More info in regards to this album. So, and that's interesting. I'm looking at the list of producers, and I'm looking at the first paragraph. It also said that Jazzy Jeff, DJ Jazzy Jeff, was also, oh yeah, Jeff Towns, aka Jazzy Jeff. Okay, I'm about to say, I'm like, why he ain't listed? But yeah, there you go, right there. So this album got 5 singles, and one of them, I'm assuming there's like a background story behind one of them. So after releasing 5 albums alongside with Jazzy Jeff, and you know, part of the duo DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Smith turned his focus to acting, starring in films such as Bad Boys and Independence Day. During the same period, he recorded his first studio album, included a single, you know, and we'll get more of that later. And yeah, there you go with that. So let's look at how well this album did, because this is a Will Smith album, and as far as I know, like far as back as I can remember, Will Smith don't cuss in his albums. He really don't. He really don't. I'm dead serious. He don't. So I click on the wrong thing. This is what I want. His list of albums. So yeah, this was his first of 4. So obviously his next one was Willie. How you pronounce this? Willennium, followed by Born to Reign and Lost and Found. Obviously we all know about Big Willie Style and Willennium. The other 2 are kind of new to me, I will admit. So anywho, this album did really well on the charts, yo. Check this out, man. It was number 8 on the Billboard 200, 9th in the, what the heck is this? The 03 Austria Top 40, 13th in the Ultra Top chart list done by Belgium, 14th out of Canada, 5th in France, 20th in Germany, 9th in the Netherlands, 17th in New Zealand, 21st in Switzerland, and 9th in the UK. As far as the sales, it sold 9 million copies in the US, 600,000 copies in the UK, 15,000 copies in New Zealand, 600,000 copies in Canada, and worldwide 10,215,000 copies. It was double platinum, you know, by the BPI. Wow, 6-time platinum by the MC, platinum by the RMNZ, that's a new one for me, and RIAA, which is like the actual certification, 9 times platinum. So I'm looking at the charts of his, you know, the rest of his albums and the sales and the certification. This is his best one, solo wise, that is. So yeah, there you go with that. Now, in regards to this album was released under Columbia Records, by the way. So with that out the way, let's look at the tracks. So there are a grand total of 17 tracks. There is a bonus track, and that's a single. We'll get more on that later. So the first track is called Intro, and it's basically a skit that features Jamie Foxx. So yeah, I think he's featured on all these skits. The next track is called Y'all Know, followed by Getting Jiggy With It. Na, 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 na. Yeah, that one right there. Track number 4 is called Candy, featuring Larry Blackman and Cameo. Track number 5 is Chasing Forever. Now this track is very interesting because if you were to look at the writers involved with these songs, and especially this one, there's 2 names here that are worth mentioning. Obviously, one of them is Kenny Green. So if you know who that is, then yeah, there you go with that. But check out the other 2, outside of Will Smith himself. Nasir Jones, aka Nas. Yes, Nas is one of the writers for this song, I Crap You Not. And he actually wrote Yes, Yes, Y'all as well. We'll get more of that later. I'm assuming he did. And the other writer, Stevie Wonder. Yeah, so that's pretty crazy right there. All right, so track number 6 is called Keep Be Real, number 1, which is an interlude. So Jamie Foxx played the fictional character Keep Be Real. Track number 7 is called Don't Say Nothing without the G, followed by Partying in the City where the heat is on all night at the beach till the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami. Yeah, that's it, Miami. Track number 9 is called Yes, Yes, Y'all. So here we go, featuring Camp Lo. And again, there was a lot of writers involved here. Like even members of the Isley Brothers, Rudolph, O'Kelly, Ernie, and Marvin. I'm assuming they're, and Ronald Isley himself. So the Isley Brothers, yeah. And I'm assuming Nasir Jones here because it just said Jones. So I'm assuming they meant Nasir Jones, aka Nas. Track number 10 is called I Loved You. Not I Love You, but I Loved You. Track number 11 is the other interlude, Keep Be Real 2, followed by It's All Good. Track number 13, oh, this is an underrated classic, Just the Two of Us. So yeah, it's basically a remake. And then track number 14 is another interlude called Keep Be Real 3, followed by Big Willie Style, which is the name of the album, which features, this song features Lisa Left Eye Lopez, gives me rest in peace, by the way. Track number 16 is called Here Comes the Men in Black. Yeah, that's Men in Black. And then the bonus track is called Just Cruising Remix. So notice that this one featured the remix, but not the original. Hopefully there's a little bit of info, that sheds some light on that. And this one of the writers here was, again, Nasir Jones, I'm assuming, because it said Jones again. So that's pretty interesting. Now let's look at the 5 singles now. So the first single here is Men in Black. So another forgotten classic right here. So not only was not only does this album have that song, but another album had this song as well, and y'all should know what it is. Men in Black, the album, duh. So yeah, the song is based off of the movie. And it features singer Coco from the group SWV. What happened to them? So yeah, there you go with that. And the music is a sample of Forget Me Nots, which was done in 1982 by Patrice Rushen. And the song actually won a Grammy, won Smith a Grammy Award in 1998 for Best Rap Solo. So obviously there was a music video with this album. And let's look at the chart. And oh god, this is gonna be around. Oh wow, okay. So it was, let's see, starting from the bottom on up, it was number 7 on the US Billboard Latin Pop Airplay. 3rd in the following: the Belgium Ultra Top 50 Flanders charts, the Norway charts, and that's it. And it was 2nd in the following: the Austria charts, the Canadian charts, the Finland charts, the Netherlands charts, the Sweden charts, and the US Billboard Top 40 mainstream chart. And everywhere else is number 1. So here's the charts where it was number 1. Australia, Belgium, the Ultra Top 50 Wallonia version, that is, Europe, France, Germany, Ireland, New Zealand, Switzerland, UK singles, number 1 Billboard Hot 100 airplay, and number 1 on the US Billboard Rhythmic Top 40. So by the end of the year 1997, it was number 6 in the UK singles charts and in the Australian charts. It was number 12 on the Austrian charts, 16th on the Flanders singles charts and the Swiss singles charts, 11th in the Wallonia singles charts, 23rd in the Canadian RPM singles charts and the Dutch Top 40 charts, 7th out in French, 4th in Germany, and 6th in the UK. Oh, I mentioned that already. Now, and this single got some certifications. Double platinum out in Australia. It got a diamond out in France, and it sold 750,000 copies. But you know another place where it sold 750,000 copies? Germany. But they called it 3 times gold, so that's weird. It was gold out in the Netherlands, platinum in Norway and in Sweden, gold in Switzerland, and platinum in the UK. But notice how there's nothing in the US, so that's pretty interesting. All right, so let's get on from this single and move on to the next single, which is called Just Cruising. Now, I've been, oh man, I couldn't wait to look into this one. So, believe it or not only was Men in Black the track features on both albums, but so for this song as well. I'm assuming this is the original. So, Just Cruising was featured on Men in Black the album. I'm assuming the original. Let me double check that, because the original was not on Big Willie Style. It was just the remix. The remix was on Big Willie Style as a bonus track. And yes, the original is on Men in Black the album. So Men in Black the album had the original, while Big Willie Style had the remix. So that's interesting. So Just Cruising first appeared on the soundtrack Men in Black the album, and was also available on the UK release on Big Willie Style. So that's interesting. This single dropped December 1st, 1997. And actually, now that I think about it, I don't recall mentioning when the single Men in Black dropped. So that dropped June 16th, 1997. Okay, so with that out the way. All right. So, and of course, there's a music video for this song as well. And there's not exactly any background info on why the original was on the Men in Black album, but the remix was a bonus track on the Big Willie Style album. So that's interesting. All right, let's look at the charts. So it was 37 out in Austria, 5th on the Ultra Tip Flanders, 32nd on the Ultra Top 50 Wallonia, 24th in France, 27th in Germany, 45th in the Netherlands, 13th in Norway, 7th in Sweden, 32nd in Switzerland, and 23rd in the UK singles chart. So that's pretty interesting. His singles not exactly hitting home, but yet it was 56 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. So, and also 83rd on the Canadian singles charts. And I mentioned the UK singles charts. So that's pretty interesting right there. So I'm like, why they not listen to charts for how they did in the US? So that's interesting. But yeah, there you go with that. So let's move on to his next single, which is called Getting Jiggy With It. Na, 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 na. Yeah, actually this one is probably my all-time favorite Will Smith single right here. And this joint came out January 27, 1998. And it's based around a sample of He's the Greatest Dancer by Sister Sledge. The chorus is sampled from Sang and Dance by the Barcades. And yeah, there you go with that. Now, the song spent 3 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 charts from March 14, 1998. It also won a Grammy Award in 1999 for the Best Rap Solo Performance. It was ranked the 68th greatest song of the 1990s by VH1. However, it was ranked at 19th on the list of AOL Radio's 100 Worst Songs Ever in 2010, which is dumb. The song was included in Pitchfork Media's 2010 list of the 7 worst US #1 singles of the 90s. That's also dumb. And of course, there was a music video for this song as well. And it was featured in some stuff. It was featured in the video game Backyard Football 98. And yeah, that's it with that. There's other stuff that was featured in, but I ain't gonna get into it. And actually, the music video won an MTV Video Music Award for Best Rap Video back in 1998. It was nominated for, as my laptop went off, it was nominated for 4 additional awards, including Best Choreography, Video's Choice, Best Dance Video, and Video of the Year. But these further nominations were lost to Madonna for her song Ray of Light. So her song and her video beat Getting Jiggy With It in all 4 of the categories. So that's pretty interesting right there, man. Oh my gosh, the charts. Okay. So it was 37th in the US Hot Latin Songs, 26th in the Austria charts, 18th in the Germany charts, 17th in the US Latin Pop Songs charts, 15th out in France, 12th in Switzerland, 10th in the Ultra Top 50 Flanders charts, 9th on the Finland charts. Was there an 8th? No, there was not an 8th, but there was a 7th. There it is. It was 7th out in the Netherlands. It was number 6 out in Australia, excuse me, New Zealand, and on the US Hot R&B / Hip Hop Songs charts. It was number 5 out in Canada, in Norway, and the US Mainstream Top 40 charts, and the US Whitmid charts as well. It was number 4 in Sweden, number 3, and on the UK singles charts, it was number 2 on the UA. Oh wow, okay, this is the one. The UK R&B charts, and it was number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, as I mentioned, and the US Hot Rap Songs charts. So that's pretty interesting. Now, by the end of the year, it was 14th on the US Billboard Hot 100, and this one also got some certifications, and one of them was weird. But yeah, let's get on with it. It was platinum out in Australia and in New Zealand. Now, the interesting thing about that one is that as far as like the certified units / sales for New Zealand, it says 0. So I'm assuming somebody messed up there. So anywho, it was gold in France and in the United States, and it was silver in the United Kingdom. So yeah, that's getting jiggy with it. Now, another single, which is a forgotten classic, is Just the Two of Us, and this one came out July 20th, 1998. So there's a music video for this as well, which features his son Trey, and the remainder of the video features clips of fathers with their children, including Smith playing with Trey, and other celebrity fathers, including Babyface, whatever happened to him, Montel Jordan, what happened to him, James Lassiter, I have no clue who that is, Keenan Reigns, what happened to him, Brian McKnight, what happened to him, Magic Johnson, and Muhammad Ali, who ironically Smith later played in a 2001 biopic. There you go. So yeah, basically the film Ali, Will Smith played Ali. And the video also features Smith's wife at the time. Oh, I think they're divorced now. But his wife at the time, Jada Pinkett Smith, who was pregnant with the couple's first child, Jaden. And also features Will's father, younger brother, and 2 sisters. So looking at the charts, they ain't bad. 27 out in Australia, 2nd on the Ultra Top Flanders, 40th on the Ultra Top 50 Wallonia, 87 in Germany, 46 in the Netherlands, 6 in New Zealand, 53rd in Sweden, number 2 in the UK singles charts, number 1 in the UK R&B charts, and 20th out on the US Billboard Hot 100. So obviously, you know, just the two of us, which was inspired by Bill Withers and Grover Washington Jr.'s love song of the same title. So that's the original, Just the Two of Us. So yeah, there you go with that. Now, moving on to the last single, it's Miami. So this joint dropped November 23rd, 1998, and apparently there was a Miami remix actually. So Miami won an MTV Video Music Award for Best Male Video Award. It will feature on, the video, there's a music video like I said, but it featured an early appearance from Future Hitch co-star Eva Mendes. So another movie that Will Smith did, and yeah, so that's pretty ironic there. Now let's move on with, and this single actually came out November 23rd, 1998, in case I didn't mention that. Now let's look at the charts. It was 27 out in Australia, 5th in Austria, 14th in Belgium, well, I mentioned Belgium, the Ultra Top 50 Flanders, 10th in the Ultra Top 50 Wallonia, 8th in Finland, 45th in France, 12th in Germany, 10th in the Netherlands, 4th in New Zealand, 10th in Norway, 5th in Sweden, 4th in the Switzerland, 3rd in the UK singles charts, and 17th on the US Billboard Hot 100. By the end of the year, it was 53rd on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts. So that's it for the single. Now let me give you guys my best tracks off this album for what's the first. Candy, even though it's a decent track where the drum pattern was cool, it's the worst track off this album, without question. But again, it's not bad. It's just, it's just a decent track. All right, moving on. We got It's All Good, which is a good track, a cool track rather. Followed by Don't Say Nothing, another cool track. And then we got the two forgotten classics, Just the Two of Us, then Men in Black. Next up is Yes Yes Y'all, which is really cool. I Loved You. And that one's interesting because the beat is a bit hard despite the title. But again, the key word here is loved. So that means there's some resentment, some animosity, some hatred maybe. So yeah, the beat fits with the title because again, loved. Next up is Just Cruising Remix, and the beat is smooth, dog. Like with that title, you would think the song would be smooth, but on the remix, the beat is smooth, more so than the original. And I think it's better than the original as far as the beat. And it's the same lyrics. You know, whether you listen to the original or the remix, it's the same lyrics. Miami is next on the list, and that's another Will Smith favorite right there. And then next up is Big Willie Style because the beat on that one is dope. Now let me give you guys my top 3. I can only give you my top 3, not the top 5, because there's 17 tracks. 4 of them are skits. 17 minus 4 equals 13. And my number is 15 or more. So yeah, there you go with that. So third best track off this list is Chasing Forever. The beat is really dope. It is mellow out joint though. Y'all know how I feel about the mellow out joints, man. I'm not gonna get into that. I really like this song. I wish I got this album sooner. I probably would have listened to it more often. So yeah, there you go with that. Next up is Y'all Know. And here the beat is really dope. Dog, if you would have heard this beat, man, you would have think it was like a part of I Crap You Not, In My Life. No, not In My Life, but Hard Knocks Life rather. Dog, like you would think it was like part of that production, so maybe even volume 3. But yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, that beat is really dope. That beat, in my opinion, made that song. And then of course the best song off this album is Getting Jiggy With It. That's my all-time favorite Will Smith song. Without question, without question. So, Getting Jiggy With It, best song off this album, followed by Y'all Know, and then Chasing Forever. Now, with all that out the way, let's look at some professional ratings. So, we got, there's only 3 of them, that's crazy. All Music gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Entertainment Weekly gave it a C-, and Rolling Stones gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So, what do I think about this album? Well, outside of the whole DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince albums, I think I heard 1 or 2 of those albums before. I don't recall reviewing them, but I know I heard at least one of them. This one got to be Will Smith's best one. I mean, the numbers are there. They got a lot of classic songs though. Miami, Just Cruising, the remix. Let's see, what else am I missing? Getting Jiggy With It. And then they got some songs that really just shocked me, dog. Like Y'all Know, and Chasing Forever, Big Willie Style. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here. So nothing here that says let all time greatest. So I'm gonna have to give this one 4. Let's see. I'm gonna say 4.25 out of 5. I recommend that you download it, and I recommend that you keep it. If you got a physical copy of this album, then great. Fantastic. And this is a really good album, despite the fact that Will Smith does not cuss on this album, or no cussing is allowed on this album, I guess. Because he do speak, you know, he got other people in this album, and I guess none of them cuss, so. Yeah, 4.25 out of 5. Download it, keep it. If you got a physical copy, good, man, that's the plus. So with that out the way, man, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.